How much is my home worth? How long will it take to sell? How much will it cost me to sell my house? And how do I get it ready to sell? We'll have the answers to those questions and our tips and tricks for getting you top dollar for your home in this market. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Florida Coastal Homes YouTube channel with the Lareau Group. First things first, you need to hire a real estate professional. Make sure you hire someone that you trust and enjoy working with. It's so important that you are confident on who you're going through this journey with. We utilize our full team of home inspectors, landscapers, stagers, photographers, everything that we need to make sure we get the most for your home. How much is your home worth? Well, together we're going to sit down and we're going to look at all of the homes that have currently sold in your market within the last 3 to 6 months. We're also going to look at the homes that are currently on the market because those are your competition. We're going to go through all of the amenities and upgrades of each home. We're going to possibly even walk through some of those homes, and together we're going to determine what the best market value is for your home. Through that same research, we're going to be able to get an idea on how long it's going to take to sell your home. We're going to look at homes that are on the market, that have sold on the market, that have sold off market. And we're going to come up with an average days on the market for your home so you know what to expect. What will it cost to sell your home? Depending on the negotiated closing cost and what our traditional seller closing costs in your area, plan on anywhere from 2 to 8% of the sales price will be your closing costs. Now don't worry, those costs do not have to be paid up front and come out of pocket as soon as we put your home on the market. Those fees are all collected from the proceeds at closing on your home. Now let's get started. It's so important to put our best foot forward straight out of the gate. You've heard the saying, you only have one chance to make a first impression. That holds so true when it comes to selling your home. We're going to work together and we're going to transition your home that you've lived in for a few years, for several years with your family, and we need to transition it into a marketable product for the public to see and to purchase. The first impression starts as soon as those buyers drive up to your home. Curb appeal is so important. We want to make sure those buyers are excited about walking through the front door. So we need to get your yard ready. We need to have fresh flowers in pots or planted in your flower beds, new mulch, a freshly mowed lawn, and maybe even a new coat of paint on that front door. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty. First things first, time to declutter. You're moving anyway, right? So it's never too early to start packing. We always recommend you put 2 boxes in each room. One box is going to be for all of the stuff that you haven't seen in months or years and you really don't need. Put those in the box. That box is going to go to your favorite local charity. The second box is going to be things that you just can't part with, but not necessarily need every single day. We're going to go ahead and get those all packed up. We're going to neatly arrange those boxes in your garage and prepare for your move. Then the other things that you absolutely need day to day, leave those behind and we will work with our stager to find the perfect spot for it. Next, we need to make your home sparkle. Clean, 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 everywhere. Baseboards, under the kitchen sink, behind the couch, all the blinds. Everything has to be spotless. Dust bunnies and odors are not popular with your buyers. Next, setting the stage. We work with some amazing stagers in the area. We're going to go through room by room, and the stager's going to give us recommendations on maybe rearranging furniture. The stager may add furniture, may take away furniture, bring in accessories. hang pictures. They're gonna make your home look like the most awesome model home on the block. Yes, we know your home is beautiful already, but by staging your home and bringing in a professional, many times that can increase the bottom line by 1 to 8% on the sales price. That's more money in your pocket. Because we know most buyers are looking for their home, like 98%, that's a lot, are looking for your home online before they even call their realtor to set up a showing. So it's really super important that we hire a professional photographer. There are no iPhone photos for our sellers. We are going to have that photographer take realistic pictures of your home and even drone photos so we can see the yard, amenities in your neighborhood and the surrounding areas. That way your buyer, when they walk through the door, they have a really good idea on what they're going to see. Again, we're creating a product that your buyer is going to have. That's going to make you top dollar. So now we've got everything in place. You've decluttered, the house is sparkling, it's staged, and it's ready for the photographer, and we are now ready to put the sign in the yard and make sure your buyer walks through the door and wants to pay top dollar for it. So there you have it. We've answered some of your questions regarding selling your home. We've given you some tips and tricks to get top dollar for your house. Now we're ready to put it on the market. Give the Lareau Group a call today and schedule your seller consultation, and we will walk you through the process and make sure selling your home is a pleasurable and smooth experience. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to hit subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned for all of our upcoming videos on relocating to Northeast Florida or relocating from Northeast Florida. We're here to help.